Welcome to another Super Deluxe Edition unboxing video. Today we're going to do a special preview of this Horslips box set by Madfish. This is a 35 CD box set. Horslips were a Celtic rock band from Ireland. In fact, they're referred to as the founding fathers of Celtic rock, and they operated between 72 and 1980 originally. So this is the 50th anniversary box set celebrating their output, and it goes well beyond that because there was reunions and live tours and all sorts of stuff later on. So this is a typical kind of Madfish box set, and I say that in a positive way. Anyone that's bought any of their previous box sets, like Al Stewart, Caravan, Wishbone Ash, all those kinds of things, John Mayall, you'll know what to expect. It's quality presentation, very heavy. They're still into CDs in a big way. So this is actually a 35 disc box set, which is 33 CDs and 2 DVDs. So we're going to lift off the lid and take a look inside. So what have we got here on the front? This is a reproduction poster from, I think this is from 1972. Horslips at the Stadium. And then remarkably, the band members are all still with us, which is great news because you get 5 signed prints of each particular member. There's Charles, Barry, Jim, Eamon, and Johnny. So that's pretty cool for a band of this vintage. Great news that they're all still with us and are able to personalise this box set. So next up, there's this little wallet here which has got reproductions of the original Funky Fun Club newsletters. So this is from the sort of early part of the era, 72, 73, 74. And it's literally how it would have been done originally, so sort of stapled together newsletters. Actually, it's February 74, March 74. See, this is like, never mind emails and websites, this is how it used to be done. June 74, look, World Cup report, I'm liking that. So yeah, very, very nice edition, October. So there's a number of these, all typed out and recreated. Well, they're probably scanned actually, aren't they? But that's in there. Nice little logo on here. And then we get to the sort of meat of the box set, which is the books and the discs themselves. So here we've got, this is actually a softback lyric book at the top, which is quite a nice touch. And it goes through album by album, the studio albums from the 70s. Gives you the lyrics to all the songs, basically. So that's starting with the debut 1972's Happy to Meet, Sorry to Part. And it just goes through all the albums. There's the Tarn, Dance Hall Sweethearts. So it's a nice touch putting this together. So that's the lyric book, but the really good book is the next one. So here we go, On the Records. This is a proper, very thick, hardcover book. It's very big as well. I mean, this is getting on for 200 pages, this book. So, I mean, it's massive. You're going to be reading this for quite a while. So Mark Cunningham's done a great job putting this together. There's an intro here. But the amount of Colin Harper, who's actually a great contributor to the SCE comment section. So I see Colin involved in putting together this box set. But yeah, it goes through kind of the albums. So much archive material here. It's incredible in terms of photos, press clippings, sort of original labels from records. A bit here about their original record label they set up called Oates. And yeah, it just takes you through the story of the band, the albums. I mean, I must admit, they're not a band. Horslips aren't a band that I know a great deal of, so I'm actually looking forward to reading this and finding out about the story behind them. But yes, this goes, I mean, I'm going to skim over it. It covers all the later stuff as well. So all the discs that we're going to look at in the box set. Roll Back was the album that they made 24 years after they called it a day in 2004. Yeah, loads of live stuff here, so incredible amount of information. So that's the very weighty kind of 200 pages of history of the Horslips. And then we get down to the discs themselves. This will be quite familiar, this kind of presentation, if you've got some of the other previous box sets I mentioned. I don't think they're in any definable order here. So it's a sort of scattering of studio albums at the top of each four. And then underneath you've got the various sort of bonus discs. I think there's something like 250 unreleased tracks in this box set, which is pretty incredible. A lot of that is obviously going to be live performance. So if we go through this first pile here, I like they haven't bothered putting the band around, which I don't actually think you need to do. Got these little ribbons here to help you access the content. So that's the first album, that's the debut there. Happy to Meet, Sorry to Part. Just a sort of gatefold recreation. There's the disc. But as I say, it's not done in any particular order. I mean, that's the fifth record there. This one's from 1978. The Man Who Built America, that's the second to last album from the original era. And then we get onto sort of the vaults. So this is an example of alternate mixes, single edits, all that kind of stuff. So that's what that's about. This is all the stuff that's going to be unreleased on CD. Horslips in Rehearsal. This is sessions from 76, 77. Live at the O2. And I mean, this is Host. This is a studio album. This is the first time it's been on CD. This is I think it was 83, the Host album. It's a band made up by a few of the members of Horslips. And this is more kind of solo stuff. There's various, this box set covers the sort of post-Horslips years. There's various solo projects or, other bands like Host, for instance. So that's all covered. So there you go, back in there. And again, this is the Tarns. This is a studio album. A second record from 73, Horslips Live. I mean, basically there's more Horslips than you can shake a stick at. Short Stories, Tall Tales, Live. This is the Roll Back album from 2004. RT Sessions. Studio and live cuts from Johnny and Eamon. So this is one of two DVDs. This is Horslips, the RTE Vault. So obviously RTE is the TV channel in Ireland. So for an English band, you'd have BBC TV appearances. So this is RTE TV appearances. So there's various things going on here. Live at the Cork Opera House, PM, John Malloy's Dublin from 1976. I mean, it's all going to be really interesting archive type footage. That's one of the two DVDs. So Dance Hall Sweethearts, that's the third album from 74. The Book of Invasions, that's from 76. Then we got back to some live stuff here, Belfast Gigs. These are all from 1980s, so end of the original era. Live in Berlin, 76. I mean, there's so much live stuff, it's incredible. I mean, they're clearly a great live band. And then, so this is the other DVDs. This is the reunion era. So this is 2004 when they did the reunion album to 2019. So this brings together lots of stuff, to be honest. These will all be region free NTSC, the DVDs. And then the final batch, again, a few more studio albums at the top. The Unfortunate Cup of Tea, I think this is the fourth album from 75. Aliens was from 77, so that's a few albums later. And then back to the vaults here. So we've got various rarities from, I think this is from around 77. Live in 1977. There's a Jim Lockhart solo album. So yeah, so that goes back in there. So there we have it. So that's 35 discs sitting at the bottom. The big book goes back on the top. The lyric book sits on top of that. And there's the newsletters, the signed prints and the poster, and the lid goes on. So this box set has been delayed a little bit. It's now due for release on the 17th of March, which is very appropriate because that's St. Patrick's Day. We are going to be selling this box set on the SDE shop. So if you want to order a copy or pre-order a copy, then use the link. If you're on the Super Deluxe Edition website, use the link underneath this box to pre-order your copy of More Than You Can Chew, which is the name of the box set. I don't think I've said that before. It's called More Than You Can Chew. So I hope you've enjoyed this special unboxing preview of Horslips More Than You Can Chew. If you have, why not subscribe to the Super Deluxe Edition YouTube channel for more great physical music unboxed. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.